Hey, good evening everybody. It is time to find out more about Xenoblade 3. I was already gonna buy the game regardless, but you know, when they're dropping more info, I figure I might as well tune in and watch it. I was actually debating between sitting down to watch it and just, going into it blind regardless, but figured they probably will give us some gameplay info in here, so I might as well be here for that. So let me just make sure the volumes are alright. Yeah, there we go. I know Monolith Soul's been posting like Twitter clips and stuff up to now, but I haven't seen any of those.
You were all talk when you left here, but you've nothing to show for it, D.
Oh, spare me, P.
We should have sallied forth in the first place.
Surely the turn is mine.
I believe it's my turn next.
Honestly, you make more noise than the rabble at a feast.
Organization
Even if
13?
you did stop its raging flow, it will soon burst through. Well then, let us see how far the flow brings them this time.
We each have a lifespan of 10 years. We call them terms. Life begins with our first term and ends at the close of our 10th.
Victory!
And over the course of those 10 years, we fight continually.
What kind of pep talk is that? Of course we're gonna survive. I've thought about this a lot. About what I can achieve. What I'll leave behind.
Then I think of tomorrow and the tremors are back. Will I see the same faces when I wake? Will I even be around to see them?
Get ready!
Now, the enemy is before you. Chase them to the ends of the world.
Unchecked, Ouroboros will lead this world to ruin. You must be erased.
These soldiers will nourish me, and we can always grow plenty more.
That looks like Metal Face.
Stop toying with everyone's lives!
Yeah, I mean, everyone kind of already knew that this is like something that leads from both Xenoblade 1 and 2.
And you made it true.
But we're seeing a lot of very obvious things now, I guess.
Late 10th term, eh? 3 months left. That about right?
That looks like Van
3 more
Damme.
months. And then I'll be gone from this world.
How many of you are getting made an example of on Hope's Rest this time? The lost numbers are attacking!
We have good reason to meet with them, to bring peace, and to set the world to rights.
But take a look around. Think about how many lives it's cost. Annihilator is not moving!
This is bad, Noah.
Now I want to live and learn. So don't give up yet.
That's a Sonic song.
Some extra time. Use it. Stop this. I don't want any of your time.
If the world holds our lives back, I will end it!
These are our lives here. They're not some toys you can just play with.
You know, it's interesting. I've seen, like, I think this is the third major story trailer I've seen so far.
Many have tried,
And I get a general
but none
vibe,
have ever managed to
but
escape
very
its
little
flow.
about the actual premise. As far as I can tell, we're a group of survivors
What
trying to
is it
run
they
from
need
the
to stay
Empire.
alive?
That's about it.
Water? Food? Certainly.
Exact details
But what
about the
we
premise, no clue.
is life itself.
I guess they'll be telling us
Taking
now.
each other's lives. With the taken flames becoming your own in turn.
This is the world of Ionios. The nations of Kevis and Agnes and their grisly conflict stand in contrast to its natural splendor. All this killing for the sake of filling one's own flame clock. From the moment of birth, fighting is all the people of Ionios learn. Their fate leads to everyone's destruction.
Oh, are they like clones?
Their lifespans are a mere 10 years. Surviving on the battlefield, fulfilling that 10-year lifespan of service, and receiving a homecoming ceremony in front of their queen is the highest honor.
Okay, got it. Clones. Or artificial life forms, whatever. Blades?
However, many never receive this honor, as they fall in battle. Their souls evaporating into the beyond, as the melody of the Offseers plays. In today's presentation, we'll introduce the world of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 game and follow the main character's adventures.
Okay. I guess I will be learning a little bit more about the premise now.
Countless comrades have lost their lives thanks to this filth.
What do you think it's like for us? Losing friend after friend. You steal everything from us.
6 soldiers, 3 from Kevis and 3 from Agnes, were commissioned to take part in a special mission. Both parties, filled with mutual hatred, draw their weapons at first, but when they encounter a mysterious figure, they shelve their distrust and resolve to work together.
Because now, kids, you share a common destiny. They'll hunt you constantly, relentlessly, without rest. There's one place that might give you a chance. Sword March. The land pierced by a great sword. Our city.
It looks like that is vaguely Monado shaped.
And restore the world to order.
It probably is to Monado. Or something.
This story focuses on these 6 characters.
Okay.
This is what we're meant to do. To send on the voices of the departed is an Offseer's purpose.
Ready, he says. From the moment I chose this muddy path, I've been more than ready.
The spark you on about? I'm not gonna let you take the fall alone.
I've thought about this a lot. About what I can achieve. What I'll leave behind.
If anything, we should be questioning all that we've thought to be true. Differences are all a matter of perspective.
The truth is, she's terrified. She needs someone to tell her that everything will be all right.
Now fugitives of both Kevis and Agnes, these fate-defying hopefuls journey to learn the truths of their world.
I find it funny that they're being upfront about the fact that you're gonna get really sad about being attached to this group because they're literally all gonna die, like, very soon.
Given the orders are the same, it means
That these guys are mega suspicious?
I suspect they may be more deeply involved than we thought. With the reason why we fight, with deciding our fate.
Our fate.
So hot. Keep it together now, Mimi. Hey, look! There! Mimi, look! It's water! There's an oasis!
Water? Water!
Let's just hope it's not a mirage.
Ionios is host to various landscapes.
You're pushing the game engine, 6 characters on screen at once.
To explore, and
even more,
diverse
actually.
wildlife to encounter. Like
No,
the
technically-
lands they inhabit, the wild creatures here
Yeah,
range
2
from
already had
docile
6 on screen at once.
to dangerous.
Oh, the wildlife are fighting each other now
Some
too?
creatures make
Interesting.
no secret
Go,
of their
go!
ferocious
Gonzalez!
So keep caution in mind.
Hey yo,
You'll
it's
also
the lad.
encounter the soldiers of Kevus and Agnes, who continue to fight throughout the land.
Oh, they really are just tough warring against each other.
Colonies serve as the base camp for both nations. At the heart of each colony is a Pharaonis. These are mobile bases and devastating weapons of war. Seek out these colonies to shop.
I guess they're not all hostile towards our fugitives.
Dine.
Yeah, it looks like it. We have Xenoblade 2 food buffs.
And more.
And we have an affinity chart.
Get a glimpse of the lives of Noah and his friends at these rest spots, found in colonies and throughout the world.
Xenoblade 2 camps.
Use collected materials to cook.
Yeah, Xenoblade 2 camps.
Craft gems to strengthen your abilities.
Xenoblade 1 gems.
Looks good to me. I think we'll find this useful.
And discuss information you hear about from residents to take on new quests. Explore every corner of these fields as you seek out new encounters. Breathtaking scenery. Valuable items. And ferocious monsters. Enjoy the world and fulfill your wanderlust at your own pace.
Yeah, the game's chugging a little, I'll be honest, by the looks of it.
That you can quickly select and
The
travel
characters
to,
are a little...
which makes traversing this giant world more manageable.
I hope the graphics on final, because the characters are blending a little
By
bit into the
enabling a
background. I'm not sure what's
navigation
missing.
feature, You
Aliasing?
can set a course for your next destination without fear of losing your way.
It looks a little blurry. That's just my. That's the only thing I
Other
can.
features
That's the only
that
thing
will
I
help
have.
you in your
I
adventure,
guess.
Such as the ability to change
The game
the
looks
time
good.
of day to
I just
encounter
hope that the
monsters
characters
that only
stand
appear
out a
at
little bit
specific
more because
times.
they're a little hard to follow. They're definitely getting ambitious with it though. Yeah, it's missing. It's definitely missing some aliasing, I think. The anti-aliasing rather.
Lance! Draw his attention for me.
Okay. Battle mechanics.
Leave it to me.
Tile! Zena! We need you too!
Understood.
Just say when, guys.
Thanks, everyone. I'll count down from 3. 3, 2, 1. Let's go!
Draw your weapon when encountering an enemy to seamlessly enter battle.
So we vibe into the music.
Make your approach to attack automatically. Then, harness powerful abilities called arts to strive for victory.
Auto attacks into
have a
arts.
variety of effects. Some can throw opponents off balance. Inflict more damage based on where you attack from.
Directional damage.
Or heal allies, to name a few. Each art is assigned to a button, making them simple and easy to execute.
Xenoblade 2 system.
Each character takes on a specific role during battle. Attackers excel at damaging enemies. Defenders block enemy attacks and draw their aggro. And healers can restore HP to keep you in fighting shape. Each character playing their role effectively is a key point to battling.
Yeah,
You
we've
can
got
freely swap the character you
okay,
control
break
at
topple
any
days.
time. String together arts to activate a combo and gain an advantage. Get the enemy off balance. Knock them to the ground.
Alright, they were just about to talk about them.
Launch them into the air, then smash them
Yeah,
down.
I noticed this
Stringing
in
together
the
successful
previous
combos
trailer
is
too.
quite satisfying.
They have both CC chains.
You can link multiple
Break topple
arcs
days and
with
break topple
stunning
launch.
chain attacks to devastate enemies.
Chain attacks
Deal
look different,
heaps
yeah.
of damage at once and let nothing stand in your way.
Oh, TP from X. Yeah, it looks like X Overdrive a little bit. So I didn't catch what they were saying about switching characters or classes seamlessly or something.
What is it?
An icon just popped up over your head.
I'll have to go back and check that later. I don't know if you can switch in the middle of the battle, but maybe...
Yours seems to be the only one not locked.
Huh? He's lit up like a sparking light bulb.
I've never used this kind of blade before, but all the techniques I can use with it are flashing before my eyes.
Each character in your party has a class that influences how they battle.
Don't know how this is even working, but cool.
Each class has its own
costume
attributes.
swaps. Okay. Wait, so does that mean...
Sword fighter.
You can...
Lead the fight with this well-balanced attacker class.
I'll let them finish first before I interject.
Zephyr. Evade attacks and unleash powerful counters.
Okay, so she was a
Medic gunner.
tank class. She was like classic tank, and then she switched to evade tank. I think that's what it
Strengthen
is.
their abilities from a position of safety.
Stormy Sky. Efficient healing.
So you can customize a little bit, I guess.
Disrupt enemies and support allies using paper talismans called Mondo. Heavy guard. Wield massive weapons to defend allies and draw enemy aggro. Ogre. Crush enemy defenses with massive power. Your class can also be changed to match that of your allies. Spend time learning multiple classes for a well-rounded team. Experience earned on the battlefield increases your class rank and lets you learn Master Arts, a set of beneficial arts that can be added to a different class.
White slash!
So...
With Master Arts,
they're
even
jobs,
your defender
basically.
can take a moment to heal their
You can
allies.
master one role's jobs and then put the art
more
on the
arts
other
and
job?
combat strategies you wield,
Potentially.
the easier it'll be to blaze through battles.
Yeah, I think we'll have to go back and look at it slowly again too.
Also, by combining compatible arts, you can unleash fusion art attacks that combine the effects of two arts into one.
Okay, so is that between two party members or two jobs? Yeah, there's gonna be a lot.
Live fiercely, die spectacularly.
7th party member
That's
here,
what I
yeah.
want the battlefield of my life to
I guess
be.
you get a few. Yeah, you get a few options for the
It's
7th
just
party
that
member.
As a mechanic, you can't start getting moody just because something's broken.
Now we see real Nopon potential,
That's right. Maybe it's impossible for one Nopon.
but not for two.
Wow.
I just wish I wasn't such a weakling.
Deep voice no
Can't run
pun.
away from my responsibility. Doing the same as everyone around you, it's always the same outcome. Following the playbook to the letter is hardly a strategy.
Whoever goes up against me, they're getting crushed.
Brave residents of Ionios called heroes can lend their arms and aptitude to your team as a 7th party member. Only one hero at a time can assist on the battlefield, but you can swap them out as you see fit.
Yeah, so 6
Heroes
fixed and
also
one.
bring their own classes
There's
to
one
your
censored in the top left. Ha!
Guardian Commander. Turn the tables with
Why would they
boosted
just randomly
abilities
censor
when
one of
things
them?
look dire. Incursor.
Plot relevant, I
Unleash
guess.
more critical hits for higher attack power.
Although it wouldn't mean anything else
War
right
medic.
now unless it's a returning
Heal
character.
party members and bolster them with various buffs. These are only a handful of classes that heroes bring. Your party members can take on any of the hero classes as they become your allies.
Okay, yeah, so
Recruit
there's
more heroes for a growing combination of classes and arts in your
there's a
party.
lot of job switching stuff involved here, I think. So I don't
Choose
think
to
it's
don a class's
necessarily.
look, or keep your current
Ah.
outfit. Find your fashion.
Ah,
and
okay,
fight
so it's
for
not limited to pairs or anything. Everyone can become every class. Something like that. Okay, interesting. And here's the obligatory mecha, I think.
What is that thing?
This is no normal creature. something else.
You've got a real death wish.
Get out the way. You're just slowing me down. The nerve on this guy.
One down. Good start.
Fusion.
Not over yet.
I felt her thoughts. Or maybe her memories. There were so many. And then they were a part of me.
By joining together in battle through interlinking, 2 characters in your party can fuse into a fiercely powerful form
Pacific
known
Rim.
as an Ouroboros. Here are the character pairs that can interlink. Transform into this fearsome fusion by interlinking during combat. Clear out the battlefield by using Mighty Ouroboros arts before time is up and the interlink deactivates.
Yeah, so basically it's like Overdrive.
Those guys are so selfish. Selfish how? You know what I mean. Every time we interlink, they're the ones taking the lead.
So you'd prefer to take the reins?
I just want to do more. Like, pull my weight. You know? Lance, come with me! I'm all set!
Despite being a single body, the Ouroboros is controlled by only one of the 2 characters. Swap between them to modify the form and arts of the Ouroboros.
We can change the
to fit
lead
your
as well.
approach.
Oh man, okay. Yeah, it's complicated, that's for sure. There's gonna be a
Earn
lot of
points in
systems to
battle
look at.
Make the already powerful Ouroboros even stronger.
Yeah.
More to add to the playbook.
There's gonna be a really in-depth combat system. A lot of unit building. I'll be
Ouroboros
down.
can also take part in chain attacks with the rest of the party.
Okay, question is, can we have multiple of them at once? Probably, right? Well, maybe it's just one at a time. Big supers. Okay, I'm down for that.
We were sworn enemies once. And yet, we all share the will to live in the now.
Until now, I was afraid to take that first step. But now, I can do it.
Not like we can afford to go just yet.
So now, I ain't afraid.
Yeah, I'll keep going. While my flame still flickers to the bitter end.
But I'm gonna change. Both me and this world.
We'll build it for ourselves. A world with the freedom to choose.
Okay. You know what? Definitely was worth watching this. It cleared up a bunch of questions for me. Most importantly, the premise.
Broaden the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 with a paid expansion pass. You
Okay.
can get the additional content shown here.
Wait, they're just putting that's the
Xenoblade
that's the
Chronicles
Monado
3
and the
is
Aegis.
compatible with amiibo figures. Tap any amiibo to acquire helpful in-game items for your adventure. Tap the Shulk amiibo to change a character's sword to appear as the Monado when using Noah's sword fighter class.
Yeah, weapon skins.
Xenoblade Chronicles 3 launches July 29th.
Okay.
Thank you for watching. And enjoy your adventures in the world of Ionios.
Yeah, well, I was already gonna go ahead and buy it, but good to know what's in the package too. Yeah. Ooh boy, that's a lot to take in. Okay, premise cleared up. I'm game for it. Systems shown off. I'm very excited. a lot of unit building that's gonna go into it, theory crafting and stuff. It's gonna be really exciting. And then, okay, they're already committing to the same content rollout as Xenoblade 2. So we're expecting a story expansion later on. And in between then, challenge battle modes and stuff. So, gonna have a lot to sink into with this game. So, we will see. I was hoping to get a collector's edition, to be honest, but I am not in a region where they're offering that freely, so it is what it is. I don't know if I can get my hands on one, but if I really can't, then we'll just, you know, we'll get the usual. I'll probably just commit to the expansion pass too, because, hey, heck it. I'm invested. Yeah. We've got about a month to finish up Future Connected before we get to this, because I have a feeling Future Connected is going to be important. And, yeah, well, hopefully we'll find enough time for it between Sunbreak and Live Alive HD. Okay. I think there was just one thing I wanted to clear up on. Which was, are they trying to win an award for most cutted JRPG ever? I don't know if they are, but you know what? I like it. I like having all these options and all these systems and all these interlocking stuff that synergize together, you know? I want to theory craft things. I am in my element right now, so I am thoroughly enjoying this. But okay, there was just one thing I wanted to check. I couldn't pick out what they were saying, but I think I was talking over it.
Colonies serve as the base camp for both
colonies,
nations. Dine.
Food buffs, yeah.
Explore every corner and ferocious monsters.
Where's the battle pot?
Enjoy the world and fulfill your wanderlust.
Okay, the battle pot's here, hang on.
Excel at damaging enemies. Each character takes on a specific role during battle.
Yeah, the no bonus side characters. It is what it is.
Enemies. Defenders block enemy attacks and draw their aggro. And healers can restore HP to keep you in fighting shape.
Yeah. Holy Trinity, right?
Each character playing their role effectively is a key point to battling. You can freely swap the character you control at any time.
Oh! Wait, so... Hang on.
Healers can restore each character playing their role effectively is a key point to battling.
So, yeah, we're on Mio right now.
The character you control at any time.
There was the same battle, and now we're on Uni. Okay, I don't see any UI for it, though. How do you select which character? Okay, so... From what they're saying, you can basically swap the active party lead at any time in the middle of a battle. So you could, if you really wanted, swap between all three of them and constantly fire off arts. So we don't have to rely on the AI. We don't have to rely on the AI choosing the right art for the right situation. If you really wanted to, for example, force a daze, you could just jump between everybody and hit all the relevant arts to trigger break topple daze in a row. That's what they're saying. Because that is an unprecedented level of control that I don't think they've given to us before. And that's gonna make optimal play even more interesting execution-wise, you know? That means there's actually going to be a reason to build everybody up in a certain way so that they're geared towards manual control and not just AI control. Admittedly, you won't be like constantly toggling between all of them. I think you'll be leaving the AI to do some stuff at some points. But yeah, that is an unprecedented amount of player control that means you can hop around. Which also makes me think. Originally I thought like Ouroboros is probably going to be player only, right? Yeah, Ouroboros is gonna be player. I thought Ouroboros was gonna be player only, which means like you would only have one of them because it will be whichever party lead you have. They can go into Ouroboros. That might still be the case. They might restrict you to just one, but letting you switch freely between them means A, you can switch off the Ouroboros and let them be AI controlled while you're doing stuff with the other party members. And B, you might be able to just Ouroboros all three of them. I don't know if I saw any clips of like all three of them being in the form in battle. I think so far we've seen it's just one of them at a time. Yeah, I think it was just one of them at a time. So it might just be one at a time for gameplay restrictions, which is like fair enough, you know. But that's interesting. But let me just... Oh. What, really? Nintendo? Okay, I guess you're switching to the proper upload, right? Okay, let me refresh the page. Okay, we got it back.
Draw your weapon when encountering the enemy off balance.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where the AI, where the UI is for swapping.
You can freely swap the character you control at any.
Is there a UI for it? I would imagine there would be. No, huh? How is this gonna work? Is it maybe okay? Uni is right next after Mio, so maybe it's just in order. Right? Like, maybe it's somewhere here on the D-pad. Like, you hit up or down and you can go up and down the list to, like, swap to them. Oh. Yeah, okay, no, there it is. Okay, it flashed very quickly. This guy was swapping, this player who was doing the demonstration is swapping, like, immediately, but... Yeah, it's a D-pad thing. You hold the button and I think this is the usual UI you get when you're trying to do team commands in Xenoblade 2. Like focus this enemy or whatever. Fusion first. Oh. Okay, you can get I think you can get okay, that still may not be multiple. It may mean that you can just force the AI other pairs to work towards fusion and then activating it first. But yeah, okay, so you hold down the button for team tactics and then you hit left or right to swap between them. And Noah is above Mio, Uni is below Mio, so it is next in order. So presumably you hold down the button and you mash the shoulder button, you can go over to whoever you want. I think that's how it works. Yeah, that looks like it. Let's see, and the chain attack gauge stays the same between them. I think, okay, fusion seems to be deactivated for now, so that's just whatever. But the arts charges stay the same. So yeah, that means you could probably take each party member and just keep toggling between them to maximize out their art gain, and then force them to fire it off at a certain time as well. So like, yeah, that is an unprecedented amount of control. That is exciting. Definitely exciting. We also seem to have some kind of combat role, but I'm not sure if it's like just a visual thing. Also, hang on. Is that an art cancel? Yeah, okay. Yeah. I saw the circle. We have Xenoblade 2 style auto attack into art cancels. So that's gonna be fun. Probably something to probably get more bonus effects and whatnot.
Get the enemy off balance. Knock them to the ground.
Yeah, they only demonstrate break topple launch days in here, but they literally just show break topple launch smash here, but they literally did break topple days earlier. So, all right, chain attacks. This is treated differently in every Xenoblade game. So, let's take a closer look. Okay, we have. It looks like we have class-based skills, right? Yeah. Defend, like tank, DPS. Yeah, tank, DPS, and oh, chain orders. What the heck are chain orders? We've got TP here. That's for building up like the gauge.
To devastate enemies. Deal heaps of
Oh wait, no. Okay. Alright, I think I see what you're doing. You pick an objective to fulfill in the chain attack. I think. Yeah, you pick an objective to fulfill during the chain attack. And that's what the tactical points are for. If you manage to fill this bar up all the way, then you get this bonus during the chain attack. So chain attacks are not just like fire off and maximize damage anymore. In this game, you can pick a buff that you will get during the chain attack, and then you have to try and hit enough like matching points to get it. So yeah, from what we're seeing here, you get TP for full health, you get TP for matching the roll. I assume this means like, you know, attack roll, so attack skills will get more bonus and stuff. You know, there's a bunch of other things too. So you have to synergize together with it. Got it. Yeah, and then each of them also grant. Okay, so these are bonuses. There's 25, and that becomes 28. Yeah, okay. The damage bonus is staying the same. But if you max it out all the way, and you successfully fulfill the chain attack, it looks like, okay, that's Brave Assault, that's the one we picked. That fires off, we get the damage boost. And, okay, that's all we get to see. So, I think that's kind of like the level 4 blade combos. Right? It feels like level 4 blade combos, you fire that off, and then, you know, you get the big finisher and stuff. So, yeah, I think that's, when you say during the chain attack, that means it's just the ultimate, like the finisher. Something like that. Right? Okay, now here's the other thing they showed off. So you can have like jobs, right? You can, so basically you have jobs. The party can share jobs between each of them. And the bonus 7 party members also bring unique additional jobs to them, which you can spec everybody into. And if you master a job, you get abilities that can be carried over to other jobs, like in a Final Fantasy style sort of way. At least that's what I'm reading. Okay, here, let me check this part.
Spend time learning multiple classes for a well-rounded team.
Mm-hmm.
Experience earned on the battlefield increases your class rank.
Yeah, so we've got job-based AP.
And lets you learn master art.
Okay, and then we've got master arts. So yeah, these are arts that go into like a separate bar. Also, yeah, cancelling. When cancelling boosts damage dealt by 35%. You have Xenoblade 2 style cancelling.
A set of beneficial arcs that can be added to a different class.
Yeah, so you can just chuck these into the loadout for any other class. I think it's what they're saying. Yeah, so that's White Slash that we were just talking about. That gets slotted on. Okay, no, we're on the SWAT.
With master arts, even your defense.
Okay, no, this is Mio's. Mio's Hughes. So I think Hughes are the circle orbs, right? So yeah, okay, it looks like the left side button, so the D-pad or whatever it is where you can slot in master art. So once you master them, you can slot them onto here. She should have a Mexican accent. Okay, once you have master arts from any job, you can slot them over here, so you always have access to them regardless of what current job you are in.
Can take a moment to heal their allies.
Okay, sorry, what did he say?
With master arts, even your defender can take a moment to heal their allies.
Okay, they're just talking about how in general, because you can mix and match abilities from different classes, you can have tanks that also have healing skills. Got it?
The more arts and combat strategies you wield, the easier it'll be to blaze through battles.
Yeah. And then there was something about linking.
Also, by combining compatible arts, you can unleash fusion art attacks that
Ah, okay. Yeah, it is kind of like FF Tactics, that kind of style. You master a class and you put into another one. You know, well, actually, I think there's a few Final Fantasies that do that. So you're encouraged to just keep swapping classes and like mastering stuff and everything, which is gonna be exciting for team building because that means you can start thinking about team synergizing and whatnot. You know. And then okay, yeah, it looks like here once you have once you have your master arts, which I learned from other jobs, you slot them in over here. You actually also have to think about if they synergize with the current arts that you have that are tied to the job specific thing. Because if they are compatible in some way, like they're saying here, fusion arts, yeah. So it's probably something like you get the effects of both arts or increased damage or something of the sort. From what we're seeing here, these are all attacker arts. So it might be just matching the DPS tank healer stuff. Yeah. Maybe like, you know, both DPS arts, then these can be combined and do extra damage and whatnot, that kind of thing. Which actually, now that I think about it, going back to the chain attack for a second, going back to the chain attack for a second, I think, yeah, we are picking the regular arts to go in between each one, and I think probably the matching is based on tank DPS tank healer, you know, the usual. So if you're matching these, then you get more TP, maybe you get more damage or something like that. I wonder if fusion arts or even just the regular master arts can be used during chain attacks. Because having more, now you got to start thinking, like, you know, if it is linked, if it is chained by DPS type, you know, maybe you want to have all three linked, or maybe you want to have them diversified so that you have like options to just connect any of these arts to keep the link up, things like that, you know. There's things to think about there. So that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, and these are the 7 party members they're talking about. I don't know why this character is this person up here is censored out. This just draws more attention than anything. But yeah, as far as I can tell, like what they're saying here is that all these extra 7 party member recruitables are, in addition to just being their own solo unit, also give the entire party access to their job in some way. So you know, each of them come in here, you get to use their job as another option, and then you can learn more stuff. Oh, you think those are the the no pawns are there. I don't know why they censored this guy out. If it's a new character, even if it's a spoiler character, we would have no context for it, I think. So maybe it's a returning character, who knows?
Commander, turn the tables with boosted abilities when things look dire. Incursor. Commander, battlefield. But you can swap them out as you see fit.
Yeah, they're doing a 7. Literally. These guys are like, I guess, they're like the Blades. You know, the extra party members that aren't really probably as plot important, but they're just there as well. Like, see, we've got locked characters here, you know. And yeah, okay. Yeah, confirmed, yeah. We have a regular party member with 7 party members class right now. So you can transfer them over as well, by the looks of it. And you hit, okay, yeah, and you get like scales. Yeah, you probably, yeah, scales are the same, background scales and stuff for the buffs and stuff. You can mix and match both like passive abilities and active attacks as you level them up. There's gonna be a lot of team building, but it's gonna be really interesting. No pawn coins, what are those? Maybe instant mastery stuff at like rare candies or something, like you level up.
Your party members can take on any of the hero classes as they become.
That looks like Hugo's moveset actually.
For a growing combination of classes and arts in your party.
Yeah, okay, so that's what they said. Recruit them and you get more party.
or keep your current outfit. Find your fashion and fight for the future.
Okay, so what this tells me, I think, is that there's probably not going to be too much in the way of, like, gear that changes the character's look. Which is fine, you know, it's the same in Xenoblade 2. But each class, basically, each job will come with an outfit, and you can choose which outfit you want to equip on each of them. So, basically like that. Got it. Cosmetics-wise. Okay, and then Ouroboros.
By joining together in battle through the party can as
So any other questions I had for this one? Okay, yeah, alright. Not all of them. Okay, it's not purely just on art type, I think. There's something else going on behind the scenes that, like, what you have to choose for them to be able to, like, be powered up.
this fearsome fusion by interlinking during combat.
Okay. So once you get into Ouroboros, your left side menu has the option to either cancel the Ouroboros and go back to normal, or to switch the pair lead, I think. So it's like pair up. And then you get a unique set of 4 arts. Yeah, got it.
Clear out the battlefield by using Mighty Ouroboros arts before time is up and the interlink deactivates.
And look at me, deep diving already. I've already spent another 20 minutes deep diving here.
To modify the form and arts of the Ouroboros to fit the body.
Hang on.
Ouroboros is controlled by
Let's take a quick look.
swap between them to modify.
Whoa, hang on. I'm like Max at SF6 footage. Whoa, hang on. Ray of Punishment? They're reusing arts names. Hi Mitra, fancy seeing you here. Okay, yeah, so we've got like interlink level 3 topple all. Oh, interlink level 3, what is that? We have affinity things going on here. I mean, yeah, colonies. Look, it's really clear that 3 has like links to 1 and 2, so has to be expected. Okay. So when you swap, yeah, okay, you get different arts. And so you basically have 2 stances. And here is where you level up the Ouroboros art. It's Ouroboros art. The Ouroboros, like, it's like you've got another affinity chart here, specifically for each pair. So those heat gauge build up over time. Okay, yeah. So these are all things that buff this form specifically.
Powerful Ouroboros even stronger.
You just need SP to fill them up. Okay. Chain orders. Okay, so. Well, what are the cools on the right here? Order log. Oh. So, okay, I think what this means is that the chain attack won't end as soon as you just finish one chain order. It probably lasts for as long as, like, it's probably tied to something else. But you can finish multiple in a row. So that's why you have things that, like, buff the chain attack. Because you will keep the chain attack going for quite a bit. And the damage keeps building up. I guess as long as your TP doesn't round out or something. Greatly increases damage ratio and reduces attacker and healer aggro. The damage ratio being the one down here, I guess.
Ouroboros can also take part in chain attacks with the rest of the party.
Yeah, so assume you pick this, and then assuming the TP cost is met, you get this cool super attack animation, and then you get the buff. For the next chain attack, more or less. Okay, I think that's everything we can glean mechanics-wise. Suffice to say, very excited. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be super invested in the story, but like story-wise, really, I don't want to be too I don't want to be given too much info beforehand anyway, but I did need the premise to be cleared up, and they cleared up the premise for me, so I'm all good on that end. The battle system deep dive was definitely worth watching, though. I'm very excited. Yeah, this is going to be a game that I am going to be sinking a ton of time into. I can already feel it. Like, probably, this is probably going to be a bit of a worry. Like, with Xenoblade 2, I think, like, the regular battles probably will start to feel a bit draggy if you just go into it and, like, mash buttons, I guess, you know, if you're not building properly. But if it's like Xenoblade 2, I think I'll be fine. I will be happy because Xenoblade 2 is a game that heavily rewards good team building and good theory crafting, and that's something I really enjoy in my RPGs. So yeah, just seeing all these systems interacting and everything, and like different ways you can build the team and like try and build for stuff, that's exciting. That's definitely gonna be having me in here, spending a ton of time. I'm probably gonna be like 50-50 advancing the plot streams and testing out new combat build streams, that kind of thing. And if they add challenge battles for the super hard stuff at the end, that's gonna be fun too, you know? Either way, super looking forward to it. Hopefully I have enough time to get my fill of Sunbreak and then squeeze in Live Alive HD somehow before this game comes out. Otherwise, poor Live Alive HD, it's probably gonna go on the back burner for a bit once Xenoblade 3 comes out. Or maybe I'll juggle it 50-50, we'll see. That's another... Live Alive is something I've been eagerly anticipating as well, you know? So hopefully I have enough time in the week to get to both. Which probably means if I want to get some creative work done art-wise, I probably need to finish it all between now and Sunbreak, and between Sunbreak and Live Alive. That's probably going to be the 2 free times. After that, it's going to be gaming time all the time, baby. Alright, that was fun. I guess we'll wrap it up for now then. Have a good one.